about it, it seems like characters like Greninja and Fox and Meta Knight, even Mithra to an extent, are looking for cues to hit their dash attack. Some sort of move or option or even just general movement that is saying, okay, this is my cue to run in and hit you, and I'm not going to do it until I see that. Joker doesn't have those, really. He has them, but they are so varied. There are so many things he can do. He could short hop gun. He could short hop nair. He could just empty hop. He could empty hop and then double jump. And if you guess wrong on one of those cues, you eat an air. Even base Joker's doing a lot of damage. Down gun is hard to contest. It's hard to get in, hard to find those cues. But when Greninja gets his hands on Joker, he can do a lot off of it. But like you said, going right to good old PS2.
Yeah, I think one of the things that Greninja can do is almost go Joker into doing something else where maybe they're going for something a little more aggressive, like Omega may have to swing at Anarchy. Now, one thing I think Omega is going to have to abuse is the fact that a out-of-shield game is moot for Greninja. It doesn't exist. There is no out-of-shield game. You know what their best option out-of-shield is? Jumping. That's it. Jumping. Can't nair out of shield, can't fair out of shield. You don't really get much if you're a Greninja. So pinning Anarchy into that shield is going to be huge, but not if you're just having the advantage beaten out of you with Arsene.
I mean, Anarchy right now is a commanding lead. Arsene already off deck, and like you were saying in the previous set, this is prime kill time for Greninja. Right here, you can see it there, looking for those dash attack fairs, that nair fair to find a kill before things start to get a little out of hand.
Again, it's a Razor's Edge with percent, and now cleanly out of that kill range with 145. I don't know if there's much Greninja can do in the way of finding a kill that isn't just, you know, a stray hit. But Anarchy looking to do at least some type of cleanup work.
And of course, this is certainly not the time to start counting Omega out. The percent's starting to climb, and he is very, very good at finding those kills with base Joker. Just like that, the drop-down bear from the ledge to catch that Shadow Sneak. And now, all of a sudden, Omega is up and still at 160. Okay. Yeah, it's my turn.
Yeah, I mean, look, you just don't bring up anything about a stock lead or a stock advantage, because it will disappear before your eyes.
Smash 4 game right here.
Well, this is where I start to worry, where if Anarchy keeps going for these aggressive options, we saw how Omega is able to detect what someone is doing defensively, but it doesn't mean that he doesn't have the ability to read offensive pressure as well. Anarchy is very very, very snowbally in how he plays this game, where he'll just overwhelm you with a constant correct decision to punish you. Omega just doesn't have to almost make that choice. The way, if he continually parries, it could go downhill fast, but Arsene almost offline, so Anarchy has to be pretty happy right now.
All right, and there's the Arsene gone. And this is percent possibly for Joker to start dying, actually, which is crazy to say about 82%. I mean, both of them looking for their kills. Omega's starting to go for a lot of these landing fair ones.
Yeah, and is that... Oh, okay, raw F smash. You can see Anarchy recoils a little bit. Almost didn't expect that to occur. Doing a good job just using... Omega is doing a great job so far of these nairs to just try and call out some of these, like, lazier options when you're trying to punish that behavior. I do like how Anarchy is setting up this kill pressure, whether it's through a nair and then waiting for that out-of-shield option and catching it with an up tilt. The play so far has been extremely good from both these players. I like how they're formulating their game plans, but Anarchy just kind of getting stuffed out right now, and on their last stock to boot.
That right there is what I would call the Omega. Looking for that landing fair one to catch jumps into the F smash. I've seen it so many times, and it works.
You just got Omega drag down. I mean, there you go. There are memes for a reason about what he does to people. There is one thing that I think Omega has done very well. I used to say that Omega with Arsene is arguably the best player in Georgia. Like, he is extremely, extremely oppressive. But when the Arsene went away, it kind of felt like it was a much more even player. Yeah, he's still a phenomenal player, don't get me wrong, but it wasn't as lopsided before.
Yeah, it always feels a lot more tame, and I'm not sure if that's because the reward is just objectively less from the base Joker hits, or if it's because, to me, it seems like he goes in a lot more and is a lot less afraid to commit when he has Arsene. And he's like, okay, if I'm right, you'll just die.
But more so than that, I was going to say, it feels like he's cleaned up his neutral so much so that he is doing a better job of almost creating advantage out of a single hit. Like right here, he has been able to keep Anarchy oppressed in disadvantage, 60% to his 20, and Arsene almost online. You can't be in a happier position if you are Omega, especially when you're threatening Arsene. It's coming online any second now, and there it is.
Ooh. Great DI from Anarchy, not getting messed up by the cross-up. Great on Omega for getting the cross-up. A bit awkward to get on Joker sometimes.
Now, it almost feels like the small battlefield pick is slightly backfiring against Anarchy because of how Omega's been able to at least set up advantage. Jesus Christ. Good reflect coming in on the side of Omega, but still just no conversion yet from Anarchy. Ooh. Okay, as I say that, yeah, there you go. Okay, I just bring it to life. There it is.
There it is.
There's the conversion that I was talking about. He didn't have all game.
I mean, all right, let's see if it works. Anarchy only at 120.
Okay, hold on. You might have whooped something there. There was a murmur, but Omega just trying to keep Anarchy oppressed into the corner, and I don't know if Anarchy is going to go for some of these more risky plays where he'll go for the Shadow Sneak early kill. I think there's too much of a reversal potential, especially when you're playing against Arsene. You know, there's a difference between playing against Joker and playing against Arsene.
I mean, now, all of these tilts, all these aerials are now kill moves from anywhere, especially that down air, going to be getting the spike at like 170.
But you'll take that, especially as he burns away the Arsene, staying on the platform for a little bit longer. Not much left in the Arsene tank. And Omega just trying to find any way to connect something to at least snowball the advantage a little further, but Anarchy content to just kind of hop around just out of range from the Joker player.
Yeah, Anarchy's changed up the game plan a lot. He is not committing to these dash attacks nearly as much. It's more so just looking for those nairs and fairs, knowing that what you were saying about Greninja's out of shield doesn't really have one. Joker also kind of lacks a good out of shield.
And you can see both players just very content to hold shield, especially on stray hits. Good follow-up from that nair into fair. And Anarchy, I don't think he stuffed the approach, but yeah, it didn't have the range. Got a little gun shy.
Close enough for the tether.
Yeah, it was a little bit gun shy from making that recovery. So Anarchy in a great position to at least make a comeback against Omega. Just has to hold on to this percent and try and keep chipping away little by little into that last stock for Omega.
Can't get the footstool gun on under the platform, unfortunately.
But he's having the idea. And, ooh, okay, down smash does not connect and close out yet.
That was a crazy back air. I can't believe that hit.
I can't believe it didn't kill. I can't believe it. The pressure Omega has been having so far has been, again, a show of force. That will do it at 140, especially on small battlefield. So now I think Anarchy has the room to play a little bit more aggressive and fade in and out, similar to how he was earlier. Have to respect the dare, especially with how aggressive Omega is playing right now. And if I'm Anarchy right now, just hold center and just whittle away. Run out the clock and then go back against Omega. That's how I'm trying to formulate this plan.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like that's the plan. Okay. Big Tetra card actually getting Omega the lead.
Hold on. The Nair connects. Fair not doing enough to close out the stock yet, but Anarchy was in a prime position now. It's a constant trade of advantage between these two. Holding Omega at the ledge. The back air doesn't connect, and we get the back throw to reset. Anarchy cheats to the center.
Both of them just looking for those kill options. Oh, not quite on Omega's part. Almost getting the fair one up smash.
And now both players just playing with that window they know they have at these high percents. Anything can happen.
A second Arsene.
Still doesn't close it out yet. Omega.
Oh.
Wow.
Okay. That Greninja fair is going to take it. I thought the up tilt hit from Omega.
Yeah, I definitely thought that the up tilt was going to catch him on the jump in, especially with that back hit with the back part of the blade. Not enough just yet, so Anarchy bringing it back. So I'm almost certain there has to be some level of counter pick, but Anarchy smooth and staying cool under pressure and running it back on small battlefield. How do you like this position, at least for Anarchy, to get this stage again on the counter pick?
I mean, I can imagine that Omega was fine with it and might have just wanted to run it back even on his own merit regardless of the bans. Because it didn't look like the stage was necessarily the problem. It was just the adjustments made by Anarchy. And possibly some missed opportunities like that fair. He possibly could have gone for the drag down up air in that last game and found the kill. Probably not making that mistake again. Because, I mean, that was Anarchy's lease on life. Maybe not.
Yeah, they did kind of, he did squander some opportunities, but right now Anarchy playing with extreme conviction. 112, both players just trading blows. Anarchy makes it back to the stage, whiffs the grab, but not, again, with the, as I say, the percent windows are closing. And, you know, anytime I bring up anything with Anarchy and closing a stock, he just does it. So I'm going to be quiet anytime there's a chance there's a kill on the table.
All right, I'm liking the non-committal edge guarding from Omega. If he catches him, great, he got to kill. If he doesn't, no problem, reset for the ledge trap. First Arsene for this stock already coming out.
Yeah, and doing a good job just beating the advantage out of that Arsene. I like how he's connecting these nairs and doing a good job of just utilizing the rage on that glass cannon of Greninja. Just weaving in and out of Omega's threat radius. Oh, hold on, he can make it back.
Okay, he's okay.
Yep, he's fine, he's fine.
Oh my gosh, in the nick of time Arsene leaves. Anarchy certainly would have died there. That's crazy timing.
Back throw still not going to do it, and Anarchy, he's been doing this a good bit where he'll hydro pump away from the stage and then right back in, kind of, I guess he's trying to utilize the pushback from the hydro pump to give himself a little more breathing room. But, okay, that'll do it. But 93% on your one stock, Anarchy is in a great position to close this out.
All right, he really wanted that second Arsene, but it's going to cost him. Bit of a greedy option.
It was a greedy option, but I like the idea of where Omega is basically calling out any offensive choices from Anarchy off stage. But when you're at that high of a percent, deficit, you can't even make that choice. I think you have to be a little more conservative, which we saw Omega playing against Jazzo.
Oh, my goodness. That was a fantastic sequence on Anarchy's part.
Yeah, breeding defensive options, but not just calling out defensive options. He's doing a good job of predicting how Omega is going to try and execute the sequence out of the combo. Not enough to close just yet, but the dare is setting up so many options for Anarchy. Making it off stage. Can he get the reversal? Back air.
I don't think there's a jump.
That back air will do it.
What's up with that kill screen?
I mean, you got hit with the frog leg. There you go. Back air 1.
Ah, of course, of course. Greninja's famously killing back air 1.
Hey, it kills maybe once every like 400 games. This is the one. I don't even know if it was back air 1, but it looked like back air 1 was.
I think it was back air 1 that got the kill screen and then finished out on the rest of it.
Okay, so
was that a run back to small battlefield?
It looks like it was. I don't. Again, this is why I'm starting to question that decision, because I feel like giving Anarchy this close quarters where he can run in against the Arsene consistently, and also continually scrap in a positive manner against Omega, I would rather open it up. I know, you know, there's options like Kalos where you might not want to take Greninja, or even Northern Cave. I think that would be a better option than this at this time, just opening up the stage a little bit more.
I mean, Omega, he seems to be confident in the small battlefield choice, or maybe it's a pride thing. Who's to say? I mean, this game it's looking fine. Both of the games have looked fine. They were all doable.
Right, and it's not like you said. It's like you said. The stage isn't explicitly the reason he's lost, but Anarchy doing a good job executing on his kill windows. 102. We've talked about how Greninja does have difficulties getting a kill outside of his window, but Omega still well within that right, and Anarchy doing a good job punishing any missed behavior. The smash doesn't connect, and Anarchy swift to execute that stock to take it away. Anarchy looking for another way to just get these combo stars. I feel like he is making so much mileage off of these nairs into that dash attack. Omega's just been struggling to find an answer.
Arsene already out. Omega looking a little desperate to try and find these kills. That's what we saw the last game, that up smash, or the last stock, that up smash call out missing, got him killed and again. But being able to pick it up with that Arsene Bear, 72%, it's not a lot, but that is the legendary Greninja kill range.
Well, it sets it up now. The Arsene's gone. He's at 90%. This is exactly where Anarchy wants to keep Omega, because one more stray hit can lead either into the dash attack there or something else. Anarchy has infinite options right now, so if I am Anarchy, you play safe, you play disengaged from Arsene, and just like that, just keep chipping away at Omega. Something is going to kill, whether it's one of these, you know, stray fares or something else. Anarchy trying to make that KSYSC. It's trying to go home with Keep It Real's first place. Omega doing a good job just poking out at Anarchy, but it just feels like this, we've seen this past sequence for the past minute and a half. Anarchy has had such a strong command on advantage. It's hard to get out, and that closes it out.
63%. Omega taking a little breather. I mean, this is certainly doable. But again, the desperation coming out.
But that's what Anarchy wants. He wants Omega to keep swinging on him. The Arsene online, and Anarchy happy to let that trade go through, pinning him at the ledge in the corner. And Anarchy playing with such discipline against a strong opponent like Omega. Omega has to try and steal their resolve.
That's going to be it.
Close it.
Oh, no. Overestimating it a bit, I guess.
I mean, we both saw. Okay, never mind.
Okay.
Don't
even the Anarchy's shaking his head, wondering what he's doing.
What are you doing, Anarchy? That's a very silly down smash. Good footstool, and Anarchy looking for these aerials to try and get something, whether it is a dash attack fair. We know the fair is what he's sharking for, but how he gets to that opportunity, there's about 5 different ways he can set it up.
All right, Omega's starting to turn up a bit.
But it's through Anarchy going for the same option consistently. He's falling with that falling nair, but closes it out. Anarchy
3-1 over
3-1.
Omega.
Call that an upset.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think that was in the seeding, and I don't think many people expected it either.
No, not at all. Do we know what? We'll have to ask production, but what was Anarchy's seed when he came into this tournament?